Connect ProCarb Mini to sufficient power supply. Confirm power breaker is on. Depending on voltage, you may need to consult a qualified electrician. Provide an air supply at a minimum of 90 psi for the control valve. CO2 can be used if desired. See manual for your standard cubic feet per minute SCFM range under the general system specifications. Prior to operation, you're going to want to hook a hose up to your supply tank that's going to connect to your transfer pump. Hook the hose up to the input of your transfer pump. Hook a hose up to the outfeed of your transfer pump. From the outfeed of your pump, you want to hook it up to the inlet of your ProCarb. From the outlet of the ProCarb, you're going to want to hook up another hose that's going to go to your product tank. Now make sure you put a hand valve in line, and you're also going to want to put a pressure gauge. This way it allows you to apply back pressure to help CO2 stay in solution. You're going to want to measure the CO2 volumes in your product tank. You take that value and you're going to want to subtract it from your desired set point. You touch your volumes set point here, a little pneumatic display pops up. You press 1.50, make sure you hit the enter. And now while you're in production, it's going to inject 1.5 volumes. Be sure to continuously measure this though, because there can be some variation. All right, if you're going to be nitrogenating your product, to enter your ppm levels of nitrogen, you go to the ppm set point, touch the box here, and on your display you're going to enter the value. So let's say we're entering 50 ppms of nitrogen. Now once flow starts, it'll begin to inject nitrogen. Flowmeter failure alarm. It could be your product flow or your gas flow. Gas flow. You have a high gas flow alarm. You're going to have a high deviation or a low deviation. A high deviation is a high flow of gas. A low deviation is a low flow of gas. This is also true with product. You can have a high flow or a low flow deviation, which means you either have an insufficient flow of product or too high of a flow of product. If you have a nitrogenation system, you will have the same alarms as the CO2. You will have a high or low deviation, meaning that you have a high flow of nitrogen or a low flow of nitrogen.